Persian mythology, where the belief in one god spread. The religion of the Persians and Persian mythology are very important among world mythologies because they ensured the spread of the belief in one god in Mesopotamia. Let us now take a closer look at Zoroastrianism's religion, the gods Ahura Mazda and the prophet Zoroaster, their holy book Avesta, the divine beings and evil spirits, the importance of fire for Zoroastrianism, the creation stories, and their belief in the afterlife. Let us begin by examining the religion of Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism is a very old religion, believed by the Iranian peoples. Its foundations are thought to date back to around 2000 BC, and according to some historians, it is even older than Judaism. However, most of what is known about Zoroastrianism dates back to the 600s BC, when the First Persian Empire was founded. Zoroastrianism is represented by the prophet Zoroaster, hence the name of the religion. Although it is sometimes presented as a polytheistic religion, it is a monotheistic religion. It is about a single god, divine beings, malevolent beings, and the war between them. Since it was most widespread during the Persian period, it played an important role in increasing belief in a single god in the Middle East from 600 BC until the Islamic State destroyed the Sassanids in 651 BC. Zoroastrianism is known as Magianism in Arabic. For this reason, it is also known as the Magian religion or Magianism. It is even mentioned in the Quran. Ahura Mazda, also known as Hormuz, is the god of Zoroastrianism. He created human beings, living creatures, the heavens, and the earth. The word Ahura means Lord, while the word Mazda means wisdom. So Ahura Mazda means Lord of Wisdom. There are also 101 different names attributed to Ahura Mazda. Zoroaster, who is considered to be the representative of Zoroastrianism on Earth, is said to have lived in the eastern region of Iran. However, there is no precise and clear information about his date of birth. Estimates place it around 2000s BC. Most of what we know about him is based on his holy book, the Avesta, and some inscriptions from the Achaemenid Empire. At the age of 30, Zarathustra received a revelation from Ahura Mazda through Vohu Mana, one of the 7 divine beings, and became a prophet, spreading his teachings under the patronage of a great ruler until his death at the age of 77. The Avesta is the holy book of Zoroastrianism. It contains the teachings and hymns revealed by Ahura Mazda to Zoroaster. The oldest copy of the Avesta is from the Sassanid Empire, which ruled from 224 to 651 AD. Although the book's original language was Avestan, most copies are in Pahlavi, the Sassanids' native language. There are 7 divine beings that emanate from or are created by the god Ahura Mazda. All these divine beings are called Amesha Spenta in Zoroastrianism. It means immortal holy beings. We can list the 7 divine beings of Amesha Spenta as follows. Spenta Mainyu, it means Holy Spirit. She is the protector of human beings. Vohu Mana, it means good purpose. It is the protector of all animals. Ashavahishta, it means truth or righteousness. He rules the fire on earth. Kshatra Vairya, it means desirable dominion. He is responsible for all the minds. Spenta Armayiti, it means holy devotion. She is the protector of the world. Haurvatat, it means perfection. She is the management of the water belongs. Amaratat, it means eternity. He is the protector of the plants. We can see all these divine beings as angels in our own way. In fact, Harvatat and Amaratat are associated with angels who are also mentioned in other religions and are said to be in Babylon. You can find more detailed information about these 2 angels in the documentary Babylonians and Babylonian Mythology. The god Ahura Mazda governs everything in the world with these 7 divine beings, the Amesha Spenta, and bestows holiness on people. Angra Mainyu, literally evil spirit, is the main enemy of the divine beings Amesha Spenta and the god Ahura Mazda. They are constantly at war with each other. He has an important place in Zoroastrianism and is also known as Ahriman, the evil spirit Angra Mainyu, who is the exact opposite of Amesha Spenta, the immortal holy beings, causes all kinds of evil, sin, pain, sorrow, and distress. He deceives people who believe in Ahura Mazda and tries to enslave them. Below Angra Mainyu are the Daivas, or Ifrits. These are the opposites of the 7 divine beings. These 7 evil beings are Ashma, anger; Akamana, bad thought; Pushyasta, sloth; Aposha, drought; Nasu, corpse; Yatu, sorcerer; and Pyrika, fairy. Zoroaster advises people to follow the path of Amesha Spenta, the path of goodness, and to stay away from Angra Mainyu, the path of evil. Faravahar, also known as Forohar or Farakiani, is one of the most important symbols of Zoroastrianism and has become a symbol of the Zoroastrian religion. In reality, however, it has a different meaning, but we don't know exactly what that meaning is. Historically, it is thought to be associated with Fraveshi, a divine being who is part of the human soul and guides people. Fraveshi is a divine blessing that Ahura Mazda bestows upon every human being at birth. In Zoroastrianism, fire, water, earth, and air are considered sacred. Fire, light, or the sun are worshipped by looking. Fire and light are believed to be the physical representation of the god Ahura Mazda. Fire also has the divine power to distinguish between good and evil. At the same time, fire is always present in all living and non-living beings. According to this belief, it is possible to see this fire in humans, animals, plants, the sky, and the earth at different times and in situations. For this reason, some people can see Zoroastrianism as fire worship. Like many mythologies, Persian mythology includes a creation story. According to the Persians' creation story, Ahura Mazda has lived in the land of eternal light since immemorial. Angra Mainyu, the evil spirit, is at the bottom of eternal darkness, and between them is a vast emptiness. Ahura Mazda creates beings who cannot think or move to remain spiritual for 3,000 years. Then evil spirit rises from the depths of darkness, enters Ahura Mazda's light, and tries to destroy him. But when he realizes that Ahura Mazda is more powerful, he goes back into darkness and creates many Ifrits to help him. Ahura Mazda, knowing where this was going, went to Angra Mainyu and offered him peace and asked him to respect his creations. The evil spirit rejects the offer and says he will try to destroy Ahura Mazda's creations. He also says that he will force his creatures away from Ahura Mazda and force them to love him. In response, Ahura Mazda sets a time limit of 9,000 years for the conflict with the evil spirit. This period is divided into 3 parts. In the first 3,000 years, Ahura Mazda's will be done. In the second 3,000 years, the evil spirit and his will meet. And in the last 3,000 years, the evil spirit will be neutralized. At the end of the 9,000 years, the evil spirit, realizing it will be destroyed, is suddenly stunned and lives in confusion for the first 3,000 years. During the first 3,000 years, Ahura Mazda's creations continued to exist spiritually, and the actual creation took place in the second period. Ahura Mazda first creates the sky and the stars, then the moon and the sun. Jahi, one of Angra Mainyu's demons, calls out to him 3 times, awakening the evil spirit from its confusion. Seeing the creation of the sky and the stars, the evil spirit attacks them all. However, he is thrown back into darkness by the divine beings Amesha Spenta. Ahura Mazda then creates the waters and seas. With the creation of the waters, the evil spirit sends Apausha, the Ifrit of drought, through the darkness. This battle also ends in frustration. After the waters, the earth is created. This earth is divided into 7 parts, 1 in the center and the others forming 6 parts of the world. Again, the evil spirit, who wants to destroy this creation, comes and pierces the earth and enters the center of the world. So the earth shakes and the mountains rise. Then Ahura Mazda creates plants. Angra Mainyu sees that these plants are thornless and barkless. He covers some plants with bark and thorns and makes them poisonous. Next comes the creation of fire, and fire is created. Bright and radiant, fire is seen as the representative of Ahura Mazda's divine presence on earth. The evil spirit, who is not idle, tries to corrupt the fire with darkness and smoke. Ahura Mazda continues with the creation of the animal kingdom. First, an ox is created, which is considered sacred, and evil spirit kills this ox. Ahura Mazda then promises the spirit of the ox that he will send Zarathustra to protect all animals. Then, from the spirit of the ox, the animal kingdom is created in pairs, a male and a female. Finally, the creation of human beings takes place. The first human will be Gayamaretan, and the last human will be Saoshyant. Ahura Mazda creates the first human from his sweat and in the form of a 15-year-old boy. Of course, the evil spirit, who is not idle, sends all kinds of demons and plagues on Gayamaretan. He plunges him into sickness and suffering. Unable to bear it any longer, Gayamaretan dies and his body turns into metals like gold, silver, iron, tin, and lead. This is how minds are created. This time, Ahura Mazda creates man in 2 pairs. The names of these 2 human beings are Mashya and Mashyana, but first, these 2 pairs are created in a single body with a plant-like appearance. This plant becomes a tree and bears 10 fruits. These are the human races. Ahura Mazda then places this created couple on earth in the form of a real human being. The evil spirit tries to deceive Mashya and Mashyana for 50 years and prevents them from having children. When they came to their senses, the first human couple began to have children. They have 7 pairs of children, 1 boy and 1 girl, and humanity continues to multiply from these children. What happens to people after they die? Zoroastrianism has the concept of heaven and hell. When a person dies, the first thing they encounter on the way to the second life is the Chinvat Bridge. A beautiful young girl greets a person whose life has been full of good deeds at this bridge. This person who deserves paradise goes up the 3-step staircase that reflects good thought, good word, and good action. Here, he is greeted with great joy, along with other people who have fulfilled their religious requirements. This is a wonderful place where he can live in natural beauty. A person whose life has been filled with evil awaits an ugly bow-legged woman at the Chinvat Bridge. This person, who deserves hell, descends the 3-step staircase that reflects bad thought, bad word, bad action. Here, he reaches a terrible, stinking, and dark pit. The person who goes down there waits for 3 days and feels lonely. These 3 days seem like 9,000 years to him. There are disgusting creatures everywhere, tearing and tormenting evil spirits. There are various punishments for different crimes. The evil spirit Angra Mainyu calls out to the people being punished here. Why did you eat Ahura Mazda's bread and serve me? Why did you not remember your creator but did my will? The cube of Zoroaster, an important symbol of the Zoroastrian religion of Persians, is located just opposite the king's tombs in the Naqsh-e-Rostam area. The rectangular structure is about 14 meters high and about 7.5 meters wide on each side. The exact purpose of the structure is unknown, but there are 3 different theories. First, fire is considered sacred in Zoroastrianism, so various religious ceremonies may have been performed by lighting a fire in the cube. Second, since it is close to the tombs of kings, it could be the old robbed tomb of another Persian king or the tomb of Zoroaster. Third, it could have been a treasure chamber where all kinds of information and documents important to the Zoroastrian religion were kept. We don't know which is true or if it was built for another purpose, but the cube of Zoroaster still welcomes visitors, and the Naqsh-e-Rostam continues to rise. In short, the Persians believed that Zoroaster was a messenger of Ahura Mazda, who revealed to him the sacred book Avesta. Fire was God's manifestation on earth. They believed that by following the path of the divine beings, that is, goodness, they would gain heaven, and by avoiding the evil beings, that is, evil, they would be saved from hell. and they said this more than 2,500 years ago.